If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
Oh, that's all right then.
Does anybody else have a problem with that? I know I do. It's a bit like being raped in the ass. And then the rapist says, "It's okay, my dick's clean." Honestly, I polish it every day, all the way to the hilt. It's a lovely clean dick. If only it was one dick we had to worry about, that might be okay as well. You know, like the head of security or something, he's the only guy who can see every keystroke of your fucking internet use. Your medical records, your bank records, your phone calls. But it isn't! It's tens of thousands of civil servants, everything from the Coast Guard, the Education Department, to the people who collect your garbage. But it's okay, if you've nothing to hide, you've nothing to fear. And if you were concerned about that, it would of course prove you were a terrorist. You can see how that works there. 65 million suspects. That's going to be a long investigation. Just put up the... Loving the loving. Oh, that's going to be a long investigation. 65 million people. You'd think they could whittle it down a little. You know, I can help there because my mum is not a terrorist. She's not about to become radicalized or blow herself up anywhere in the name of jihad. You can cross her off your list. In fact, I'm sure most people are not terrorists. I'm not. Probably none of you are. And I'm outraged at these laws. But where's the uproar? What's to be done? What are we going to do about it? I'll tell you what we're going to do about it. We're going to do fuck all. All of us and our electricity bills are going to do fuck all. We're going to go on the internet, where we're going to be entertained and become aware, or enlightened, or at least educated. But we're not going to do fuck all. And we deserve what's happening to us for that very reason. Why, I myself bought this laptop from Chinese slaves. I drink peasant in the field coffee, and it's great. Isn't life great? I came here on a train, then another train, and then another train, and all around me there was electricity and shops selling burgers and peasant in the field coffee. Life's fucking wonderful. When I go to the toilet and take a shit, it flushes away. Wow! What have I got to complain about? Absolutely nothing. So, enjoy your spying lives of oppression and tyranny. We created it. We deserve it. And we're going to get lots more where that came from. I'd like to sing you a song.
He's on stage.
Loving the love. Yes, tens of thousands of public officials will be putting their penis of inquiry into your privacy sphincter on a daily basis. Every single one of us, even your children's internet use, and your granny, little old ladies who've never harmed anybody. You'd think they could whittle the suspects down a little, wouldn't you? Just a little. Maybe they could just concentrate on the people who are dangerous. Somebody's watching, somebody's watching, somebody's watching me on some kind of CCTV. Say that somebody's watching me. Somebody drunk, I don't give a fuck. I'm having a kebab on the way back from the pub. In the train, the taxi or the bus, there's a magic eye watching over us. If I stumble, slip and fall, I'll be glad they recorded it all because somebody is watching me. Somebody's watching me on CCTV. In an office at the back of the shops, there's a greasy man with his pants down having a shop. Widescreen monitors, tilt pan zoom, he's got it all. Young mother in a miniskirt way, he's taking her cleavage home today because somebody's watching you and everything you do. Somebody's watching you and everything you do. Somebody's watching you. Underpass, overpass, grainy pictures of where she was seen last, enhanced by special detectives. These are the last images for her relatives. Helpful with the traffic chaos, but no need for the blanket coverage. My idea of CCTV is to strap a camera to the heads of our world leaders. Yeah, I'd like to see what the fuck they're doing. After all, they're the ones with the guns and the bombs and the nuclear trigger. Cutting a deal with the Saudi Arabians and that guy who wants to stop us all downloading his music and his films. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching us. Somebody's watching us, but it is not God from above. Somebody's watching me on CCTV. Somebody's on CCTV. Watching you, watching me, watching them, recording your phone calls, prying into your private lives in the name of national security in this post-11 world. How many times have you heard that? Post 9/11, everybody must bend over and be fucked. Post 9/11, everybody must remove their brain and lose the faculty for critical thinking. Post 9/11, the laws of physics must be ignored. How many people here believe the official story of 9/11? Anyone? Anyone convinced by the official version of the events of 9/11 at all? I am. Somebody there? One person? How many people think the official version is a load of shite? A pile of lies made up by people who stand to gain vast amounts of power and influence. And how many people, like me, don't give a fuck? 9/11? What's so fucking special about 9/11? I seem to remember before 9/11, we bought just as much shit from all those slaves in China. Didn't we? Weren't we just as happy to go on drinking Coca-Cola and Bud Light before 9/11? What's the problem? Now they're lying to you, you're pissed off? It was okay when those Russian children were going down the coal mines to build your fucking stuff. But now they've lied to you. Boy, am I pissed off! How dare they lie to me? Like they weren't before. But anyway, I'd like to lighten the tone with a little karaoke. Would everybody like to sing a little? We're going to anyway. So join me if you will. The lyrics will be there for you to see. Post 9/11, it's important that we enjoy ourselves. If you think 9/11 was an inside job, You're probably right, but who gives a fuck? The world moved on and the truth don't count. If you don't believe me, take a look about at the tyranny in China. 4 billion souls, economic crisis adding to our woes. Economic lies are there to fool the masses while they bend us over and fuck us in our asses. 9/11's a lie, and some can't see 9/11's a lie. 'Cause sports on TV, 9/11's a lie. But I think you'll find most people know, but they just don't mind. 9/11's a lie. But what you gonna do? Go watch some Alex Jones on YouTube. 9/11's a lie. Some from the past, Pearl Harbor, Gulf of Tonkin, and the Reichstag. Cheney and Bush got away scot-free, 'cause all we really care about's the economy. That accepts a mystery for Scooby and the team. Silverstein said pull it, but what did he mean? 9/11, unlike the death of Kennedy, is now just a bit of irrelevant history. Iraq and Afghanistan invaded in error, so bankers can profit from the war on terror. 9/11's a lie, yes it really is true. 9/11's a lie, but what you gonna do? 9/11's a lie, and there's plenty of proof. Come on, let's join the movement for truth. 9/11. Architects and engineers are my heroes for finding the light at ground zero. But no amount of evidence will change the past or convince the masses with their heads on their ass. The truth movement, it has no clout. Please change your name to beyond reasonable doubt. Anyway, before 9/11, you know, planet rape and slavery were all on the go. 9/11's a lie. Sing it with me. Oh, 9/11's a lie. We live in tyranny. 9/11's a lie. I have seen the light. 9/11's a lie. And I know I'm right. 9/11's a lie. But who gives a fuck? Calling people sheeple won't wake them up. 9/11's a lie. And everybody knows this emperor is wearing no clothes. 9/11's a lie. Don't sing it to me. Only one. Oh, 9/11's a lie. It's all just have fun. 9/11's a lie. Wondering about change. Move into a TP and live free range. Oh, 9/11's a lie. Yeah, come on, sing along. 9/11's a lie. Hands in the air. Oh, 9/11's a lie. Sing it with me. Oh, 9/11's a lie. Until the day, oh, 9/11's a lie. But what you gonna do? So manage to twice a week. Let's fight that new world order. See you next week. Yes, I think we can all agree 9/11 is a lie, but it doesn't fucking matter. Not a bit. You could have video of Cheney joysticking aircraft into the World Trade Center with a big stiffy going, "Wah! Free Zion!" Nobody cares. They don't give a fuck. Their shit's flushing away right when they push the button.
My shows get stuck.
My plummet's great. You must be eating the wrong stuff. Try porridge.
Too much rubbish.
Okay, let's do the headlines tonight. Terror sweeps the world. Fear grips billions. War rages on every continent. Economic slavery flourishes. Tyranny is upheld as freedom. Murder and torture are common. Lies spew from the mouths of our leaders, while planet Earth, our only home in the universe, is destroyed to make more profit for the few people who've got all the money anyway. But it's okay, because we know, they know, we know, we know, they know, we know. So that's fine then. Peak done. Is humanity as stupid as we could possibly be? Or could we be more stupid? We have a special report on the stupidity shortage on Earth. In the UK, Alistair Darling's budge debt is well received by very rich people and the shadowy corporate puppet masters we owe all the money to. Ka-ching! Our top story tonight. Counterculture and alternative media have for years been predicting a host of unpleasant futures. But have they already happened? And is it too late to stop them? Oppression, war, famine, death, a nightmare vision of the future, the new world order. A human cull, one world government of evil elites, humanity enslaved in perpetual war, starving to death while others feast, mass extinction of other life, the glory of existence reduced to materialism and fascist rules. Didn't that all happen in the 80s? I'm sure it did. I know things could get a lot worse, but aren't we pretty fucked already? Perhaps, if we tried some of this.
I'm here to tell you, we know you know. We know you know, we know you know we know. And we're not going to let you get away with it. Well, we are, but we just want you to know, we know you know.
We know!
We know you know, we know. I'm here to tell you. I'm loving the lovely love.
Or some of this.
Book that didn't change the world. From the author of How to Be Lovely for a Long Time. Until it goes away. Parts 25. Yes, all you need is love. Once your food, air, shelter, and personal safety are taken care of, subject to status or love, the appearance of conformity is associated with loving the lovely love.
Loving the lovely love. That'll fix it. We'll just love them to death. Those evil fuckers who control all the important resources and all that dangerous shit that they keep doing stuff to us with. We'll just love them from afar. I love them. I'm not going to go up to them close in personal life because they'll probably arrest me and stick needles in me. But I'm going to love them. Or I'm going to tune in again next week to find out how much more we know. Because we know, they know, we know. And that'll do. Yes, I just be loving my life where everything I eat and use was provided by someone else who's living a real life of suffering while I talk pish about love on the internet and have another donut. More on that story later. Controversy rages as scientists, governments, corporations and people all over the world grapple with a new and emerging threat to our prosperity, our way of life, and even perhaps our entire civilization. Peak dumb. As long ago as the 70s, scientists and economists warned of peak dumb, the point at which the supply of stupidity could not keep up with demand. They paint a bleak picture of a world without dumb. Dumb is the lifeblood of our modern way of life. Without it, everything we do would be almost impossible, from the vast destructive enterprise of capitalism to the fantastic human achievements of McDonald's Happy Meal toys, organized religion, and killing people in larger numbers from further away. We're so fucking clever. Oh, that's progress, isn't it? Yes, but what if we haven't reached peak dumb? What if we can carry on being just as stupid as we are now, maybe even more stupid? Some scientists say untapped reserves of dumb and currently uneconomical ways of making people stupid will be used in the future, extending our dumb way of life for many years to come. But will extra production only delay the inevitable, since eventually all things peak? Some say the suggestion we can postpone peak more dumb is akin to gnawing your own legs off slowly whilst shouting, "I can make it last!" I don't need my legs anyway. Peak oil. Anybody heard of peak oil?
Yeah.
Familiar with the arguments about peak oil? Which mad scientist do we believe? The mad scientist who says there's enough oil left to continue fucking up the planet for another 150 years? I like him. Whoa, we can keep doing this for 150 years. Woohoo! Or the scientist who says it's all over, we're all gonna die. Oh my god! Oh! Get me a lifeboat. I think we're headed for the wood age. We've had the Stone Age, we had the Bronze Age, we had the Iron Age. Apparently we're in the age of energy. I think we're headed for the wood age. Either that's an age where everybody says, would have been good to do something different. Or it's an age where all we've got is wood. Our houses are made of wood. Our plates are made of wood. And our forks are made of wood. I'm not sure which mad, imaginative scientist I believe there. I'd like to sing you a song about peak oil. Well, it's not about peak oil, really. It's a tenuous connection.
Just to use up my petrol. Late at night when the roads are clear, put my foot down, pedal to the metal. Go really fast, who cares? Took 5 million years or more to make a barrel of crude. Going for a cruise. Let's drive. Gonna get some motorway madness. Check out my B-road skills. This car is my best friend. Like sex, but I know another thrill. It took 5 million years or more to make a barrel of crude. You can use it all, just going for a cruise. Get your foot down, pedal to the floor. Going real fast, but still want more. Let's drive. Billions and millions of years. Thousands of little creatures crushed under the Earth's surface. Slowly their carbohydrates turned into hydrocarbons, consumed millions of years later in the infernal machines of human beings. They gave up their oily rich goodness in the consumption of their life force for our fun. 5 million years or more to make a barrel of crude. You can use it all, just going for a cruise. Get your foot down, pedal to the floor. Going real fast, but still on more. Let's drive. Sucks, but at least I got a motor. I walk over there, but I don't think that I'm gonna get it in gear. Let's take it for a spin. Let's go in the car, somewhere that we've never been. Yeah, let's drive. Foot to the floor, but we'll still want more. To make a barrel of crude, you can use it all. Just going for a cruise, get your foot down, pedal to the floor. Going real fast, but we still want more. Let's drive.
I like to use my 5 million years worth of universal time to go to Tesco's and buy some frozen pizza. I feel that's a good use for our resources. When my grandchildren ask me in the future, what did you do with all the oil, Daddy? Granddaddy? I'm going to say we ordered pizza and we had bigger televisions. Oh, sorry you're so cold. It was great. You should have been there. We had everything. It was fantastic. In the UK, Alistair Darling's Budge Debt has been well received by the very rich people, our shadowy puppet masters, for budging the debt from them to us. Alistair Darling praised the few wealthy bankers who created the economic crisis with greed and imaginary money, and he assured them the peasants of Britain and their children and their children's children will pay back every fucking penny whether they like it or not. Amen. Our massive indebtedness will enable people we owe the money to, whose names I don't know. Does anybody know who we owe all the money to? Anybody ever hear that get a mention? Well, Britain's national debt has now reached 9 trillion. Mr. Astor Rockerchild is very happy that we owe him all that money, because now we're his bitches, and he's gonna make us dance. Dance, bitch! You owe me 9 trillion! Dance faster! Dance better! Dance like you mean it! Yeah, your children and your children's children. Who do we owe the money to? If the banks were all in crisis, who had all the dosh? I got a picture of some massive drug dealer somewhere. Hey, it's great! Oh yeah! The banks are going down the tubes, but I have all the money. I'm going to lend Britain $9 trillion. I've got it under my mattress. That doesn't happen, does it? Two, these people will dictate our economic policies, influence our laws and government, and they will disappear to the Caribbean and sip pina coladas on a private beach while jerking off to the thought of our children being their bitches as well. Meanwhile, as energy prices and taxation rise, the ongoing poverty adjustment of UK peasants will ensure lives of quiet complicity in our own economic slavery, as well as fostering an attitude of, fuck those brown people, I want a pay rise, cheaper food and a return to blissful ignorance and a holiday in Greece. The Budge Debt contained no mention of who we owe the money to, or what we'll have to do for them now we're their bitches. Some say we'll be powerless gimpoid debt slaves, sucking a giant cock of lies, while the very rich fuck us so hard with a dick of profit, our heads will explode from the combined spunk of lies and exploitation. Gordon Brown says spending cuts will do it. You don't have to worry about that stuff. A while ago, the G20 met in London, and there was a big demonstration. And in my imagination, I picked up some hitchhikers who were going to that demonstration. I say, where are you off to? Oh, we're off to the G20 to protest. Excellent. What are you going to do? Well, we're going to shout at the police, we're going to blow whistles, and we're going to throw stones at McDonald's. That'll never fucking work. That will never work. Not only that, but if you're the prospective government of the future, I'm more scared now. Are these the people who are going to replace the fuckers who are in charge? A bunch of nutters throwing stones at the police, blowing whistles, dressing as clowns? Please. World leaders are laughing at us. They are. When reports like that reach the president, the Secret Service man runs up, Mr. President, there's a big demonstration. Oh, what are they doing? Well, some of them are dressed as clowns. Some of them are shouting names at the police. Others are blowing whistles and throwing stones at McDonald's. Oh, they're so fucked. Oh, what a waste of fucking time. They're laughing at us. Here's a different story. Oh, Mr. President, there's a big demonstration. Oh, no, there isn't. We've got 10,000 police in London standing in empty streets. A stark picture of fascism and military rule. There's not a single demonstrator there. The fascist state revealed for its naked self, not one demonstrator. That's a good start, isn't it? Here at the G20 protest, the leaders of the free world, protected by 10,000 armed thugs, are carrying on business as normal. Here's another story. Mr. President, we've got big trouble. What is it? Well, there was nobody at that demonstration. No? What are they doing? Well, they've started a bank and a political party, and they're growing their own food, and they've stopped going to the shops. Oh shit, we're fucked now. Oh fuck, there's nothing we can do about this. There is nothing they can do about that. And that is the only way to change things. To do stuff for yourselves. To create institutions and organizations that honestly serve the people who created them. To effectively protest is to create, not to blow your whistle and throw stones at McDonald's. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the fucking Newz. Thank you. I'll leave you with a song. We're so civilized. We've got no suicide bombers. Our pilots all come back alive from dropping bombs on some country, the name of which I have not heard. Afghanistan, Iraq. It sounded quite absurd, and that's called democracy. And it's as plain as can be. You can call it peace and freedom, but while you drop your bombs on me. It's nice to live in a free world where liberty prevails. We just listen to your phone calls and read all your emails. It's nice to live in a free world. You can practice any faith, but I'll soon be prevented from calling moral to your face. And that's called democracy, and it's as plain as can be. You can vote for who you want to, but not the enemy. And that's called democracy, and it's as plain as can be. You can call it what you want to, but it ain't democracy. It's nice to live in a free world. We're so industrialized. Oh, we've got full employment, magic right before your eyes. 'Cause we're busy making rockets and bombs. You know we'll have to drop them, and you know who on. And that's called democracy, and it's as plain as can be. You can call it peace and freedom while you drop your bombs on me. You can vote for who you want to, but not the enemy. Thank you. This has been the fucking Newz. I'm here all weekend. If you're not sick of me by then.